It's pronounced Timothy.
It's whatever you'd like.
Because I always thought, I don't know if you guys, I thought it was Timothée because of the double E's at the end.
It's supposed to be, but you could say Doug, Alex, Rick, whatever works.
I like guests like this.
Doug Chalamet.
Remembering names is half my job.
Doug Chalamet back in the building.
Does not work as well. Doug.
But you are fluent in the French.
Yeah, yes. Let's say 97%. I always like, give myself a little stopgap because it's not perfect.
Zendaya, it's been a few years since we last saw you.
Yeah, I was greatest showing.
Yeah, it was great show.
Yeah.
And we should say congratulations, Euphoria. You won an Emmy. Hey, I know. And that was that kind of proper lockdown Emmys. So where were you?
I was in my living room.
Okay.
I was in my living room, and it was actually really special because I think, had it not been done that way that year, I wouldn't have been able to have my whole family with me. So I did it in my living room. There's my family. My dad, there's my mom's back there. You can't see it in this picture, but her face is like this. Like, it's so cute. My nieces, my little niece, my dog runs out from under the table when everybody starts screaming. It was really, really special. So I got to share it with them, which I couldn't imagine doing that any other way. And if I had done it in a real audience like this in front of everyone, I would have probably thrown up. I don't know what I would have done because I was so nervous.
But this was the one, wasn't it, where so how many? There must be 5 nominees.
Yeah, I believe so.
5 nominees, Best Actress in a Drama.
Yes.
But there was someone outside everyone's house.
Yes, in a hazmat suit that looked like a tuxedo. It was actually really cute. But what's not cute is everyone, no matter all the nominees, someone would be in front of their house in the hazmat suit with an Emmy, and like that. And if you didn't get it, they would just
drive
leave.
off. This summer, you're going to be causing nerdgasms in people because, but just because the poor nerds won't know, they won't understand because you're Thanos.
Why they're gasming?
Yes, they'll be happy they're gasming, but they'll be confused because.
I like how confused they just became.
No, because you're Thanos in Avengers: Infinity War, but you're also in Deadpool 2.
I know.
What's the timeline? What's happening? I don't understand.
And 3 weeks apart, coming out 3 weeks apart.
Yeah.
And Avengers did well.
Quite well.
And we hope that Deadpool will break all those records.
I don't know.
Right.
It's got to. Look, they're tapping it. Yeah. And this whole, obviously, I listed a lot of your films there in your intro, but you haven't done these kind of big blockbusters with CGI and explosions and things. Are you liking this world?
Goonies.
Goonies, baby. Goonies. Yeah.
When you start with Goonies, you're kind of, whether you do Milk or No Country for Old Men, it doesn't matter because you started with Goonies, so therefore you can get away with anything you want.
I've never seen the Goonies.
What?
And we did a film together. I think I might have pretended that I had. Oh. I know. Is that really shocking to you?
It is shocking, only because I've met one other person who hasn't seen, or at least admitted.
Wow.
Who has seen the Goonies here? Obviously, a lot of people are lying, because that was like half.
Yeah, no. These two people, no idea.
No, never seen the Goonies.
They've never seen this show. They don't know who anybody is.
You should see the Goonies. You should have some access to outside information.
Yeah. You should just go now and Google it. Yeah. It's very good.
Do you get most recognised?
Do you know who he is? You know who he is. Yeah.
Oh, you do? Oh, you're fine then. You stay.
I really want to learn that sidewinder move that you did in that clip. Oh. Can you show me it? Can you show me the move? I saw it, and I was like, what is that footwork? You going side to side, and I was like, if I can learn that from you, that would be...
Oh, jeez. But you got the shoes for it. So, I can try to...
Here we go. There's a step there.
There's a step. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Boots are hard to do it in, but, you'll be better. You got the shoes. But essentially, it's to the side. Oh. See, it's hard on heels, because you always lose balance.
Okay.
But essentially, it's...
Oh.
Yeah. You just lost that arm.
Hold your emotion. Nice. That's going to be in the show.
That's cool.
Nice one.
You met Timothée Chalamet before this, hadn't you?
Oh, God. I had met him about a year previous. We were doing the kind of award season rounds together, and I loved his surname, Chalamet, and every time I read it as Shalamala Bing Bong. And when I saw him at this event, someone was coming to introduce me, and I said in my head, I was like, Timothée Shalamala Bing Bong. As I was walking towards him, to the point where it's now become such a name in my family that my gran met him last week at however many weeks ago, at the Paris premiere. And afterwards, she came up, she was like, I met Timothée Chalamet Bing Bong.
Léa Seydoux, bonsoir, bienvenue.
Bonsoir, merci.
Oh. And it strikes me, you know, because you grew up in France, was James Bond as iconic there? Like, were your family very excited when they found out you were going to be part of the Bond world?
Not at all.
Wow, they're in the audience.
Damn! They don't really know about James Bond.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Did you not know about James Bond?
No.
OK.
Lying.
And Léa Seydoux, you worked with Tom Cruise, obviously, who loves a stunt. So, in a fight, who would win? Daniel Craig or Tom Cruise?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this. Tom Cruise, of course.
Tom Cruise, of course.
Yeah, are you working with Tom next?
Yeah.
You have a phobia.
Yes.
But I think yours is a legitimate fear.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I am really scared of revolving doors.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
Terrified of being cut in half or being stuck in one. And to be fair, my first ever scene on Peaky Blinders, it was a oneer. And I was supposed to run in through revolving doors, grab someone, take them through the revolving doors. First take, I get stuck in there. So, legitimate, I think so.
Yes, and also because you have to match your speed to the speed of the door.
Oh, God, and if you're at the airport, everyone with their luggage, I'm just like, I'm gonna die.
I have a fear of sort of revolvers, but my little, say if I was in flip-flops, my little toe being caught in the groove of the revolving door.
Why did you make this worse?
You're quite the heartthrob. The ladies, you know, the ladies are very keen. Yeah. Marjorie's gagging for me. But even Marjorie might be put off sometimes by... sometimes you don't do something with your hair. Some of the hairstyle... Like in this, you've gone blonde in Skyfall, but your classic bad hair, it won you an Oscar in No Country for Old Men. Now, I always assumed that was it is genius. I always thought it was a wig, but it wasn't a wig.
No, it wasn't a wig, unfortunately not. I had to live with that for 2 months in Santa Fe. Yeah, and no matter what I did with it, it will always stay that shape. So when I went to buy something on the supermarket, everybody will freak out for a second.
And didn't you have to wear a hairnet all the time?
Yeah, I had to wear a hairnet, and then, to put the thing on place. And then the last day of shooting, I went to shoot, and I have to take an elevator to go to the first floor of a building where we were shooting. And the elevator opens, and everybody on the crew were wearing... And the Coen brothers were right there in front of me with a thing. Was it the hairnet?
Hairnet, yeah.
And then I realized, like, that's scary.
It is scary. Because you were so scary in that film. It's freaky.
That's what they pay me for. I'm such a nice boy.
You are. You seem charming. And now, Rebecca Ferguson, obviously, you know, with child now, so that makes stunts harder. But even when you did the last movie, you seem quite unsuited. I mean, you did suffer from vertigo going into these?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, that does seem a bizarre thing to say yes to being in one of these films.
Well, I didn't really know what I was saying yes to.
OK.
Because I don't really know how these films were made. So, you know, when I was on the camel in the desert...
We explained it to you.
Well, no, very quickly. And then the first day of shooting, Tom, what did we do?
We jumped off a building.
Yeah. First day of shooting.
I think we've got a picture of you. So that you got...
That's me swearing and shouting the naughtiest words ever.
In my ear.
In your ear.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Swear. Did I say that? I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'm just so...
The worst words ever. And then we jump off, and he just looks at me in the Tom Cruise kind of way, and he goes, "Welcome to mission."
I don't remember saying that. I don't remember saying that.
Sometimes I have to introduce the guests, but Saoirse and Timothy, now you know each other.
Yeah, we're best friends.
Well, you might. Are you? I don't know.
We're as close as we could be.
Okay. No, you met on... Was it Lady Bird you met on, or did you know each other before that?
Yeah, we met on
Lady
Lady
Bird.
Bird.
Yep.
And we've kind of just been together ever since, because we ended up doing press together after that.
And what's the story with you calling Timothée Pony?
That's not a thing, is it?
You said it was a thing.
No, it wasn't. No, what happened was we were doing an interview when Timmy was doing stuff for Call Me By Your Name and I was doing stuff for Lady Bird. And we did an interview and I said in the interview that Timmy is like a horse. He'll just come up to you and he'll just sort of nuzzle you just randomly. And I think of him as a boy horse. Yeah, exactly, see? He's like,
So,
pony.
yeah, so it's not a thing.
But I'm not, hey, pony. That's weird.
Yeah, no, you'd never do that.
That's really creepy.
Yeah. I mean, not at all, but you have an old school hobby.
Yes.
So you knit, but you do more than knit.
I tried to start a new hobby while we were shooting Spider-Man. I got one of those, I don't know if you guys have them, but they're like little rugs that you can make. And you basically, yarn by yarn, you attach the thing and color coordinates to like a thing. I chose puppies.
Okay.
And I got about like 4 squares in and I was like, I'm done with this. This is too tedious for me. So I got like a little corner of a rug, but that's about it.
But who taught you to knit?
My mom taught me to knit. All I can do is scarf, so I'm not like, you know, I can't I can't give you a sweater or like a vest or anything, but I get you a nice, thick, warm scarf, which is what I made for everybody.
Okay,
they're really good.
I mean, I loved it as a pastime. I usually like little tedious activities, things I can keep my brain, keep your brain occupied, and I just made everyone scarves because I couldn't. I was like, what am I gonna get everybody for Christmas? And I was like, I'll just make them some scarves. That's what I'm doing all day.
Yeah,
like them or not?
We'd be doing like the most intense fight scenes on set, and you used to come to set to watch quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I'd be there, I'd come and have blood all over my face. I've been fighting the goblin, and I'd turn around and you'd just be there knitting. How's your day going? Yeah, it's good. Yeah.